Here's my unique unit, just making them on the front line so they can get over quickly. Oh, that's a cool picture. Yeah, look at the side of these swords. They're amazing. 45 strength. They can wreck just like a man-at-arms against the city. They're not particularly tougher, but they are still very, very strong. The walls have gone. And another chunk of points in my capital. Bam. Again, it's still only 10. I have to say, it's not the biggest bonus. I was really hoping it would start to scale the more you did it, but never mind. I do want to move at great speed, but if I've got a small army, it's way better to actually pillage as you go along, because all of this gold, all of this faith can build up my economy. And to be honest, I'm just buying more of my unique units just over and over and over and over and over, and that's working really well. It's about eternal balance. Does it make more sense for me to charge forward like a wild person, or does it make sense for me to just sort of pillage as I go? Make sure we're using everything. I think in this case, getting the yield is more important. Yeah, why is it that the barbs always give me more faff than the actual AI does? Every time. 1, 2, please. Can we take Novgorod? Yes. Or Novgorod, sorry. Difficult one to pronounce, that one. Oh, minus 16, you say. Minus 16, you say. That's not very nice. Don't like that at all. Gonna temporarily reassign my unique governor. I don't really want to do this, but Novgorod I do not want to lose. So a couple more turns in that will help me just to take on Astrakhan before it flips. That's the ideal. That's what I want to do. Look at this. This scout, just by being here, is absorbing the city strike of the city. Oh, it's just gone up to 40 strength. Don't do that. That is mean. That is mean. Anyway, we're being a nuisance. Being a nuisance is of course one of the best things you can be. Killing catapults, pushing units forwards, and doesn't matter how strong these walls are, we're going to take them on anyway. Next up, what would be useful? I think catapults. Yeah, that might just help just to knock the walls down on these cities a little bit faster. Just a little bit. They're willing to give me a book and a little bit of gold. No, I'm coming to get your books regardless of whether you want to give them to me or not. This is not how this works. I get to pick. I get to pick what I take. Next up, military training. I want to raid. Yes, pillage. You know that it's the best thing we can do. The yields, I say. Okay, finally the barbs are attacking Russia's units. I was waiting for that to happen. They were taking their sweet time. That's what they were doing. Just adjusting my units around a little bit, just so I can pull some units to the front line. And here we go. This city is now sieged. We'll go 1 attack, pull you back, go 2 attacks, 3 attacks, 4 attacks like that, and the city should fall next turn. Another city, another bunch of points. Again, not many, but enough for a scientist. Actually, okay, fair enough. I'll forgive you this once. Celestial navigation, mathematics, and engineering. Oh, cool. I've got mathematics, celestial navigation, engineering boosts. That's pretty cool. Next up, oh, this is the scientist that I would like. That is really cool. And I'm just going to treat myself to another occupier. Oh, no, actually, hang on. I want to just switch out this unit a little bit if I can. You move to there, and then I'll buy the new one in this city. Perfect. Look at that. Now, my new city is really cool because I've got my Pantheon working on the city center tile and also this one. So it's a little bit of a mirror image of this city. This city is still building Etmananki. I know that it could be doing other things. I know the infrastructure's terrible, but it's almost like a sort of purgatory. You can have your dessert after you've built the ancient monolith. Just do it. Come on. So that's why Russia is suddenly so strong. They have man-at-arms of their own. Okay, good to know. It's not going to stop me, but it's good to know. We've got conscription, we've got maneuver. Maneuver is not very handy, so raid is going in now. And suddenly we can pillage for 200 gold. Oh, thank you so much. You really, really shouldn't have. Like, honestly, take the city. Bam, another one bites the dust. -9. This one's +4 now. We need more governors desperately. Oh, I can get Mexico City on side though. That's another city-state. You can't fight me with all of these allies. I am Mr. Friend. I am awesome. No, I'm not awesome. I'm Oson. Ha 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 ha. I know. I'm so funny. Okay, they brought their man-at-arms out to attack my unique unit. That doesn't feel like a clever move. Rome has decided that I'm a warmonger. That's fair. I don't blame them for that. Actually, this is a great opportunity. Can I just kill your man-at-arms? Yeah, God, my combat bonuses are so much stronger than theirs. And this is a depredation horseman. In we come. 100 culture, you say? Okay. I love it. Okay, right, let's put in quickly Victor. I'm going to get you onto the front line and stop Novgorod from rebelling. That's awesome. And we'll move on. And we'll go and pillage that as well. Should we take the encampment out on the way? Is it worth it? It probably is, you know, because this is a really tough unit. Yeah, let's do that. I'm actually going to switch over to writer points. I know, really weird, but I'm thinking the more great writers I get, the more loads of my ability I'll get, which just gives me more gold and culture. So I don't mind this. guess at all, actually. The horseman has taken significant damage. Oh no, what will we do? First, we'll pillage, then we'll pillage, then I'll pillage, then I'll move, and then I'll pillage. Isn't it bad when you have a really difficult turn ahead of you? Don't worry though, we figured it out. There's another man-at-arms there. Russia is really doing its best to throw as many forward at me as it can. And to an extent, it's working. 1, 2, and then I think 3, like that takes the walls down. There you go. I'm gonna just sacrifice a troop here or there. Doesn't matter if I lose one. Basically, if I take St. Petersburg, I've won. Because Yaroslavl and Kazan, they're just not tough enough. They're nowhere near tough enough. Yeah, we lost one unit, but that's okay. I knew that might happen. It was a bit of a gamble, but what it's meant is that I can kill the man-at-arms without actually needing to fight it. Because look, there you go. Encampment is dead, and I've got a builder. Even better. Another pillage. Well, next turn, I shall make another unit. Just keep making the units, is what I say. Now we can get catapults. I'm thinking I want siege towers, because then I can bypass these walls entirely. That would be very good. This is an interesting question, I think, for people in the comments. People that understand how the game works a little bit better than I do. Why does the AI always spam catapults? What is it about catapults that makes it really attractive for the AI to go and get? Is it just some combination of like attack power or something? They really do go for it. And it's always been quite a mystery to me. I always find there is a little bit of a critical mass when it comes to units attacking a city. You don't want your units to lose too much strength from their attack, but at the same time, if you can get the walls down, there's very little repercussion from attacking, so it makes sense to be quite aggressive if you can push over that chunk. I don't know. Let's have a look here. Can 2 attacks? No, 2 attacks can't take down the walls, so I'm going to give them a second. That's a decent pillage, which means we can get another unit at the front line. So many units. Oh my goodness. But actually, speaking of, I'm going to start looking at things like luxuries, strategics, what hasn't been improved, what is being burnt. Like over here, for instance, this is well worth getting a builder in. Down in my capital as well. Yeah, I like it. I've got another settler on the way. We've got I'm actually expanding out quite nicely, using all of these pillaged yields to just spread. Settle. To put it in context, Rome has 7 cities, Georgia 6, Russia 3, I have 10. I've already taken my score lead. It's turn 89. Oh no, I haven't. I do apologize, Georgia. You technically do have the score lead. So sorry, I'm claiming a victory that isn't mine. All right, now can we bring the walls down to 0? 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack. It's going to be a very close thing. 4 with the horses, 5 with the horses? No. Okay, we might lose a troop now. That is slightly annoying, but never mind. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Oh, I lost the horse. Of all the units to lose. Oh, that was my depredation horse. I was literally just about to name it. It's a thank goodness I didn't. All right, let me just get through this little war and I'm going to name some units. I like to name the units based on the channel supporters. Just like a little way of saying thank you. At the moment, they're dying pretty quickly. That's why I hadn't so far. It's my own military ability. It's pretty lacking in this instance. It's not you. It's me. It truly is me. Bang. Okay, the walls are now down. That is so much better. Might be next turn when we kill St. Petersburg. 1 attack, 2 attacks. St. Petersburg is mine. Divine right taken, because I technically have 2 temples. They're on fire, but I don't see what that's got to do with anything. How dare you second guess my economic plan? Just going to give myself 1 turn to heal whilst my other units make their way to the front line. Yep, I've got other units. The Golden Age. Feudalism. Oh, I like feudalism a lot. I really do, because I can now put in feudal contract, which means I'm building my unique unit 50% faster. Conscription's good, keeps me solvent, as does raid. Urban planning is just helping me to pump things out. Serfdom is really useful now, because now I can use my pillaged faith even more monumentality. It's the builders. The builders are what I'm going for here. I think, did Russia just go Dark Age? Oh, they did. Oh, Russia, bless you. That's not good for you. That's really not good for you at all. Oh dear. What are we going to do now? Next up, I think we'll get another governor title, but yeah, I'm doing all right. So far this early game, the expansion has been, well, colossal. I've really enjoyed it. Oh, you're kidding me. World Congress wants to vote through melee for stronger, and we can produce units quicker? No, don't threaten me with a good time. Are you going to do this? Oh my goodness. Look how many units just finished in that turn. Okay, what I'm doing now, this is going to be my goal. I'm going to go machinery and then into gunpowder. When I get gunpowder, my unique unit gets plus 10 combat strength. However, after that point, I can no longer train them. So this is kind of like the last hurrah. All of my cities are going to be making them. And then however many I get, that's however many I've got for the rest of the game. That's it. That's our lot. So we've got to make sure that we've got enough to take over Rome or Georgia or whoever. I think Rome is probably the easier target out of the two because they're closer to me. Not that that's really a reason to attack somebody, but it kind of is. And the walls came tumbling down. Oh dear. If I settle a city, will I get more points than I was doing before because we've now gone into a new era? No, it's still 10 and 10. That is deeply disappointing. Never mind. We can give myself a 3 library. I didn't actually pick up any campuses, which is slightly disappointing. So the question is, do I wait and then build a new campus? But I don't think I could be bothered to wait that long. So we're just going to take the +1 science and then get the 98 gold and the 49 culture. That's pretty good. No peace. No peace. No. Not when there's all this pillage. Yes. Tasty, tasty pillage. The city is under siege. Oh, yeah, it is. However, I'm not going to take it over this turn because there's a lot of pillaging to do. Campus. Holy sorry, I could have waited for that campus. That probably would have been the better option there. Never mind. We'll put some work into mercenaries for a second. Machinery. Crossbows and siege towers will help massively. Okay, what I'm doing is there's a couple of different armies I'm creating now. The rule is, if I can claim a city-state, I'll keep it. If I can't, I'll kill it. Now, Nalanda keeps breaking free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send all of these units and conquer it on the way over to Georgia. Unfortunately, she's likely to have her Renaissance Wars up. So if I can get there and the Renaissance Wars aren't yet up, I'll attack. If they are up, I'll attack Rome. Bandar Brunei, trading posts you've got. I mean, this is rubbish. This is rubbish. So I'm building a second army and we're going to go and conquer Bandar Brunei. Every city-state I conquer gives me more gold and culture every time I use a great person. And as I get more cities, I'm going to have more and more of those great people. It's going to be, well, great. You'd think my economy would do something different than build unique units. You would be wrong. I need some more faith for my economy. Can I pick it up? Yes. Lovely. And a bit more science. Oh, it's all coming in. I think this is the last chunk of pillaging we can do. Yep, everything is on fire. Some would say this city is worthless. I would disagree. Russia, not quite out of the game, but almost out of the game. Actually, I'm not going to raid for a little bit, so there's natural philosophy. Well, bam, a little bit more science. Let's just fix that campus quickly. It's on fire. How many turns until they lose Kazan? Oh, it's their capital now and they've got a governor in it, so they're not going to lose it. That's boring. Oh well, I better send this impendingly massive and huge army over. I should probably put a couple of trade routes down, give myself a road, because this is slow. Oh, did I mention, I have great works of writing now, so my capital does want to look at getting its unique building, because it'll give me production when producing units, which is wonderful. I can use those on settlers, and a 3 promotion for all units produced in that city. That's cool as well. Oh, there's lots of cool things here. Is this the most powerful civ in the game? No. Is it the most synergized? Ooh, could be. Oh, I'll tell you what, Bandar Brunei, you have got very lucky. Okay, I can afford to keep them on side. I'm not going to kill them. Oh, they were sweating. They were sweating there for a moment. My capital just boosted again. Even I'm now thinking, do I have enough units? I've just climbed to 1,000 military strength and the AI is just ages away from me. I think I do. Let's just give myself a bit more infrastructure now. Well, the heroes of the last war. I guess I really should name you now. Thank you again for supporting the channel. Here's Silver, Dad Tato, Perkinster. First of many, you have man-at-arms and 2 horsemen, but there's always more. There's always time for more. Seeing I can chop out an aqueduct here. Can we do that? 2 turns for an aqueduct. Not quite, but it was close. My capital is absolutely bubbling. It's so productive. It's crazy. Oh my goodness, that city built Etmananki. It's been doing nothing since I founded it. Oh, the city that could. The city that tried. This is actually really good because I've got marsh everywhere and my pantheon stacked with Etmananki. So I'm hoping, yeah, my science is going to boost quite considerably now. Oh, yeah, it went from 49 to 64. That is big. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What did I tell you? We've got sources of niter everywhere. This is really good for a musket upgrade. Not that I really need it for my unique unit, but very close. Very close to that very lovely upgrade now. Another general. Yay. We like generals. I've been waiting very patiently around Kazan for my siege tower to get here. But now that it's here, we can bypass walls. Everybody, take a deep in breath. Intake that air. Let it fill your lungs and with me me, we can go together. 1 attack. Ha ha ha. 2 attacks. 3 and 4. Rush is dead. I can't even bothered. To live one's life is not like crossing a field. I feel like that's a really, really cool phrase that just isn't quite translated properly. Sounds poetic anyway. Okay, now we've got some way to walk, admittedly, but we will do it. I just noticed Taruga down there as well. It's another city-state we can conquer. Oh, the game is too nice. Why is it that I attack and harvest every source of crabs on any map I get to? It's almost like I'm fighting for my very life against the crab horde. This archer has just been taking pot shots at me forever, but now I'm here. Is this an excessive army to kill a barb camp? Probably. But I will cross the ocean eventually, so that's kind of why it's here. Wonder how easy it's going to be to kill Nalanda. I think the answer is going to be quite easy. These are new units, but oh, yeah, okay. That's pretty easy. Goodbye, Nalanda. It's a nice little forward base, this one. Nice. Time for a monarchy. I am a king. Yes, this won't go to my head at all. Not building any more troops at the moment. Conscription is useful. Let's put limes in. Natural philosophy, serfdom, and I'll put urban planning in. Is that worth it? Or serfdom? No, urban planning is good for now. Then +2 influence points. When we actually go to war properly, I will re-war my government up a little bit. Well, it looks like Rome is actually trying to take up Buenos Aires themselves. They've taken a leaf out of my book. An interesting play. A very interesting play. We'll see what they do. If they conquer the city-state, I'll take it back from them and then liberate it. If they raise it, oh, won't be very happy. Actually, this might be a really good opportunity to attack and kill their units whilst they're in the middle of nowhere. What am I trading with them at the moment? Like 6 gold per turn? It's quite a lot considering I'm on -6, but Protectorate War. You seek to conquer me before I move on you. I approve. Yes, you see, look, he likes it. So we can kill 1 unit, and what we're going to do is we're just going to intercept it and be an absolute nightmare. Just run in and be like, hey, how are you? You're attacking the city-state, are you? Don't do that. Why don't we be chill to every city-state forever? I am the White Knights riding across the sunset. On the 5th day in the east, Ursa will appear with a horde of warriors. Doesn't really have the same ring to it, but it's the same sort of thing. In the meantime, my industry is like a machine. I am just doing what I can in my cities. We've got 15 cities and 66 population. We've almost got as much population as the rest of the game combined, which is just lovely. And we're dispersing barbarians. We finally got to this little island. Bit overkill, probably, but as I say, we're just waiting. We're waiting, and then we'll soon be able to get into the sea and attack Rome from the other side. You're literally just about to take Buenos Aires. I could not have arrived at a more convenient time. Hello? Don't kill the city-state. Let's be friends with the city-state. Yes. Yes. We actually probably took about 100 and something strength out of Rome's army doing that. That's a really, really good place to come and meet them. And now we've got to run at their own cities. Lots of mountains here. We've got to attack either from the direct north or the direct south. So I've got both avenues covered at the moment. We're moving our units as quickly as we can. Nalanda was a nice little staging post for us, which is cool. We're getting commercial hubs. I'm building my unique building, which means I've now got gunpowder. Right, here we go. +10 combat strength after researching gunpowder. So these now have effectively my unique unit. They've become muskets. 55 base strength. I can no longer build them, I believe. Yeah, now we've been made totally obsolete by muskets, but the ones I've got are now stronger for the rest of the game. I like it. It's like a sort of a unique unit that's only useful for a certain amount of time. It's unlike any tactic I've seen replicated so far. It's really quite interesting. 1, 2, just moving in. Yes, don't mind me. Half of the faff of this game, I'll be honest, is having to move all of my units across what is really bad terrain. Like, this is taking forever. Oh yeah, do you remember this Water of Life thing? Yeah, I did say I was going to forget it, didn't I? I guess we're only now moving across the map. Maybe I should have built some routes to it. Or taken Mexico City. That would have probably been more sensible. Never mind. I'm consistent in my ability to forget things. So for that, I'm proud of myself. Time for shipbuilding and then into cartography so that I can actually move this army across the sea. I mean, the ultimate betrayal here would be now taking Buenos Aires out. But I don't think I will. It's going to move my units forward. Ever forward. Ever forward. Oh, I tell you what, I'm enjoying the fact that Rome is actually still settling cities. Like, we're just about to invade them. Is that a clever idea? No, but I like the fact that I'm going to get more cities. That's awesome. Every time I get a new scientist, I think to myself, huzzah! More yields. Oh, look at that. 106 culture and 212 gold. Amazing. Including the booster guilds. Look at that. Awesome. Right, urban urban planning, get rid of you. Limes, ha, I don't need you. Oligarchic legacy is coming back in, and raid. We're going back to the war footing, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, Praetorium, that's going to be useful as well. As soon as I take that first city, I'm going to be swinging a governor over almost instantaneously with garrison commander as well. Excellent. Something you really should do when you're playing huge domination games. All of those yields, all of those Warlord's Throne bonuses, pump them into cheap wonders back at home. This cost about 8 turns worth of production, and it's a bunch of era score and a little bit more faith per turn. Hey, it's small, but it's worth it. We've got Hanging Gardens on the way. I'm sure there's a bunch of wonders we can get. A bunch of them. Yeah, Petra's still available. Oh, Petra's always worth it. Apart from the fact that I'm working a lot of desert floodplain, which inherently makes Petra a bit useless. I also can't really help myself. Is Imhotep available? Maybe later. All right, let's focus on industrial zones for a second. I think I'd quite like to get Imhotep. All of my pillaged faith, by the way, is going into settlers. I could be getting builders. That's probably better for the economy, but I just really like this bonus. Every time I settle, I get a bunch of great people points, and it's really small, but it's incredibly satisfying, and that's the main thing. Oh wow, my combat bonuses are colossal. Great generals, flanking, yeah, everything added together. This is really nice. 1, 2, like that. We can just push man-at-arms over as if they were nothing. That is awesome. What I'm going to try and do is go 1, 2, 3, take all 3 cities at the same time, and thus give myself a bunch of loyalty that way. That's the hope anyway. Managed to slip a couple of units around the long way, which is quite fun. It's taking ages. I think I mentioned this before. My longest part of the game so far has been moving my army from one side of the map to the other. I wish I had railways or airports or something. At this point, anything. Anything would have been handy. Taruga, please join me. I'm so much better than Georgia. Yay! Yeah, unfortunately, it is confirmed on this map you cannot get from one side of it to the other without getting into ocean. That's fine. We expected that to be the case. Luckily, I'm not too far away from cartography now, and we're about to get this harbor boost as well, which is lovely. Oh yeah, 69 strength on an unupgraded unique unit. We've got the siege tower, so we can just hit through the walls there. That's lovely. So my capital now has a campus, commercial hub, industrial zone, and encampment. So let's see what making a city gives me. 15, 5, 5, 10. Yeah, it's all about the buildings in them. So I'm working a workshop and a market, but that's not a bad chunk of great people points. Probably about 5 turns worth. We'll keep pushing it. We'll keep pushing it. Okay, as Boudica moves onto a hill, I've got an exciting little thing now, because what we can do is move my units around, get this city surrounded, but we've got the battering ram, so we're going to do full damage to the walls, and we've got a siege tower, which means we're also going to bypass them. Look at that damage. Oh, we just go bam, like that, and just break everything in one go. In fact, actually, the walls now come down. Look at that. I shouldn't find this as fun, but I do. I very much do. Undertake the pillage where we can. It's all extra gold, but when you're running a gold deficit because your army is the size of a small empire, well, it's better to take the gold where you can get it. Let's take a few cities in one go as well. So, Velitre, this is currently showing a minus 18.6 loyalty. Lovely. Doesn't matter though, because we can do some pillage and then attack 1 and 2 and take this city. This city is now minus 16.9. This one is minus 2. We've almost fixed this one already. Excellent. We'll go 1 attack into Eritreum, and please let me take it. Yes. Bam. Loyal. And then this city is loyal, and this city is loyal. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you beat loyalty. Don't let it beat you. Beat it. And actually, I'm bringing a governor in. I don't even need to bring the governor in. It's fine. Just to quickly fix what I broke, get a builder in immediately. And my army now just charges forward. Ever forward. Never, ever backwards. Oh, by the way, Perkins D, Dad Tato, I've given you an upgrade. You are now coursers. Of course, you can go and raid as much as you want now. For each conquered or tributary city-state, your civilization gains 5% great person points of the appropriate type, and this city receives +1 of the yield provided by this state. I'm just going to do this. I'm not entirely sure it makes a huge difference to my capital, to be honest with you, but it's fun. It's fun. It's always worth bringing at least a couple of crossbows with you, because these are unit killers. It means you can just snipe and kill anything that's units, causing you a bit of a problem whilst the rest of your army charges forward. Not that the rest of your army can't really deal with things, it very much can. Just stops you from losing any momentum that you might lose. Military emergency. No. Okay, what might happen now is, there you go, Georgia has declared on me. But that's not a problem. This is the end game now. We're happy with that. Hanging Gardens increases growth by 15% in all cities. It was basically for era score. So, has Georgia put her unique wall up yet? No. Oh, that's incredible. Okay. Oh, well, we'll swoop through. What I might do then is take this city from Rome, and now that I'm loyal, I'm going to just divert and take over Georgia as quickly as I can. If I can knock her out of the game before her unique wall goes up, oh my goodness, it would be brilliant. I would love it. 1 and 2. Walls are down. Actually, Dad Tato is tempted to come round and swoop in, but I've got to stay on pillage. Pillage is a way of life. Cannot just break it. You have to just keep going at all times. Don't mind me if I borrow your faith. Oh, yeah. And your city. I'll borrow it all. And when I say borrow, I have no intention of giving it back at all. I just want to make that abundantly clear, just in case it wasn't. A merchant. This is a useful merchant because I'm going to use him 3 times, which means I get 3 boosts to my ability. Nice. Okay, well, what I will do is use him to pull in luxuries that are otherwise outside of my land, like these incense tiles. This will be pretty cool. My melee units are no longer as strong. That is a shame, but city center buildings, that sounds cool. And culture bombs. I like both of these things. I don't really need to win either of them because we're not going for a diplomacy victory, but we won both of them because of course we did. Now, Dad Tato, Perkinsty, you are on very dangerous missions here. You could well get killed at a moment's notice, but it is important. It is important that you venture into enemy lands and you steal whatever you can, wherever you can. Stay alive. That's all I need. Stay alive. Let's see Marcus in action. He gives me 60 gold, but also when I use all of his charges, I'll gain the bonus across my empire as well. Oh, we've got another great general on the way. We've got writers on the way. There's loads of stuff I'm looking forward to. Oh, yep, just the random armies I'm sending forward, they're being killed. Georgia's got a standing army. Rome's got a standing army. Neither of them are very big, but they're big enough to stop me from just messing around, you know? That's the main thing. I'm going to pick up invention because I want to get great general points. There is no material benefit to me doing that. I want to make that very clear. I just like it. All right, what's this going to cost me? Too much movement to get to that tile. Oh, I need you to stay alive. Please, please stay alive. Yep, actually, we can get to there and then move. There's warrior monks. There's actual warrior monks causing me issues here. What's going on? What is this world? I don't like it. We finally broken through here, though. That was causing me all kinds of problems. My units physically couldn't move into Georgian territory, but now we are spilling through, and it is making a big difference. No, no! Dad Tato got killed. Oh, dear. That is what I would call gross mismanagement from Ursa. Whoopsie. Just nobody tell the channel supporters, okay? We're going to keep this one hidden. Oh no, 400 fortification health. Okay, I feared that might happen. So Georgia have just about now thrown up their walls. So we need to do this a little bit more methodically. Georgian walls are almost impossible to hit without siege equipment. And siege equipment is something I don't really have a lot of right now. But we do have trebuchets. So what I'm doing is 7 turns away from Grandmaster's Chapel. This will let me use my faith to buy trebuchets on the front line. I'm also going to pillage as much as I can and get gold, which will also give me trebuchets. But we need to focus on getting trebuchets. It's a very long-winded way of saying that, but that's effectively what's going on here right now. I also now have a new army because cartography is finished. So as I'm building up military science and blowing up all the districts I can in order to lower the defensive strength of the city to its absolute minimum, this new army can now make its way across the sea, and we're going to invade by attacking Yerevan. This is a nice way in, which conquers another city-state that refuses to get on board with me, which is not polite, and we can use that to attack Rome from the other direction. And well, I mean, there's no way I'm getting into Georgia right now. This civilization is almost impossible. So I am going to instead move all my units in the other direction. And wha-bam! 400 gold now, yes. This means I can start to buy some trebuchets. This is where all of my gold is going to go. Trebuchets. My first trebuchet arrives. It doesn't do much damage, but all you've got to do is scratch the walls, and then suddenly you can start doing actual health damage, especially when you have a city sieged. It's much more methodical, it's much more patient, but it is possible to take on Georgian walls. You just have to really work for it. I wish there was a better way, but there's not. There's not a better way at all. More cities, more great people points. Oracle. Again, I'm building this. I think this was in my capital, actually. Yeah, it was. So I'm getting more great people points in the capital. And I can actually now use my faith, which I've got a lot of because of pillaging, to get great people if I want to. Oh, that's a good combo. Oh, it's unfortunate the Bisheng is up next. No worries. We'll keep an eye out for other fun things. Might as well just keep building wonders, to be fair. My capital's just having a laugh. Moving my unit forward and hey presto, the siege. The siege is here. Oh, what point did I lose all my gold? What did I do? I mean, I bought some stuff. I guess I did buy some stuff, didn't I? Whoopsie. I've got one turn left and then I go bankrupt. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Am I stood in anything that will give me gold? No. Okay. I could make peace with Rome and get some money from them that way, but that feels like not in my favor because I have momentum right now. I'm just gonna keep the charge going for now. Looks like Ostia I will be able to hit through in a couple of turns, but I might need to go and just work gold focus on my cities for a little bit. Let's also put in Merchant Confederation. That'll help a little bit. And put in my last envoy. -8 gold. Well, it's been worse. Just a couple of these conquered cities. Gold focus. Just a little more gold, please. Yeah, okay. Just by moving a few cities to gold focus, I've now just about evened the bank balance. I say just about. It's still precarious. I need to do some more pillage, but yeah, fingers crossed. Oh, I could have just extracted some copper from the ground as well. That's not a bad idea. 1 attack, 2 attacks, and I'm also now just continually moving forward. Never stop. Progress. Always. All the time. 1, 2. We can just keep putting the pressure on Rome here. They will fall over. Here is the vast and great naval invasion of Yerevan. Let's see if this works. 1, 2, and then 3. Walls are down. Good start. Just throwing my troops forward. There are boats here. This isn't good. We're being attacked by a lot of different places, but you know what? It's fine. As long as we can take this, get a little landing ground, a little foothold on this continent, we can push across. Oh, I'm taking a beating. My army is spread very thin, but not so thin that I can't do anything with it. It's just feels more precarious than it probably is, but I'm getting some good pillage. Ostia, come on. Let me take you. Let me take you. Yes. Keep city. Perfect. Victor, over you get. Thank you very much. That re-ups my 20% production across my empire from the Warlord's Throne, which is lovely. It gives me time to rejig my units a little bit here. Make sure I've got all of the promotions, all of the upgrades that I want. More cities and more points. Oh, Petelia is now sieged. Well, this is fun because now I can steal printing and then just skulk away afterwards. Lovely. Well, there's Rome. Rome would be a good pickup, I feel. Yerevan looks like it might be a hopeless cause until you realize that all of this colossal army, well, it'll just go away as soon as I take the city. So there you go. It looks a lot better now, doesn't it? We have the landing. Quick, everyone in, everyone on land, everyone heal, everyone charge forward. This is good. This is what we wanted to see. Diplomatic service. Oh yeah, that's because we just got 500 gold from using a great person. Oh, I like that. That's really good. Stockpiling all the faith for later. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, depredation cavalry. Is there anything better in life? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. Oh, another golden age. Okay, this may do some bad things to my loyalty if everyone else is in a golden age. Rome is in a golden age. Okay. Well, in that case, are all of these cities on a different continent to me? Oh, they are. Okay, I don't need this, but I could get Hexunc Dracones, which would give me 2 loyalty per turn in all of my cities not on my original continent, which is quite nice. I could also get Reform the Coinage, because all of my trade routes are out at sea, and I have a feeling they're about to get killed by barbs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and do that. This is basically keeping my economy going right now. It's probably not the most efficient choice, but it's a choice. Now I've got enough siege equipment to just say, you know what? I'm going to just charge them forward and start attacking en masse now. They're probably going to kill quite a few of these, but they can't kill all of them. We have too many. And next turn we can get Grandmaster's Chapel and spawn them infinitely from our behinds. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put the pressure on now. Haha. Puttoli will fall next turn. Okay, that is slightly annoying because I really wanted to switch my great generals around because my great general, well, this one here, Amina, she's actually too advanced. She isn't giving her bonus to anybody because they're not advanced enough units, but it's okay. We'll fight our way around this. Oh, hello, Rome. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Oh, almost. Okay, yeah, Rome is about to just topple over. There's Gori. We're not going to be able to attack Georgia from misdirection because that is a Renaissance wall. More siege. 1, 2, and 3. The city's actually pretty tough, which is annoying, but we are doing damage to it, and the siege will remain. Come on. Oh, next turn. Next turn. I am rushing this. Admittedly, we're going faster than probably I should if I wanted to keep all of my units alive, but right now, momentum is key. Hospitale and Rome will fall now. Bam. There you go. One more district. Oh, yeah. So every time we found a city in inverted commas, we get another merchant. I love that. And here we go. I've got 2,400 faith. Let's start just buying trebuchets everywhere. This is what we need if we're going to break into Georgia. There, city from Georgia taken. Oh my lord, that was trouble. More siege needed. Always more siege needed. But luckily, we actually now have a lot more siege. So I'm hoping the worst of this is now over. We'll see if that turns out to be true or not. Still pillaging a whole lot of stuff. Goodbye, Rome. Caesar falls. Yes. Some really nice land we've taken, actually. I'm just upgrading it, improving it, but the production's decent. The food growth is decent. The yields are decent. Sometimes I always want to take a game that I've won and just play it for a little bit. See how crazy you can get everything. It'd be pretty crazy. I want to kill that encampment on the way through Batumi. I don't know if I can be bothered. I think I might have to. Otherwise, we're going to have some problems, aren't we? So, yeah, let's move my trebuchets in, start attacking that encampment. It won't take very long to kill. Just gives my troops a couple of turns to heal. How many trebuchets have I got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're building up quite an army. The Grandmaster's Chapel, it works so well with a pillage economy. It's just like, I want your stuff. I'm going to take your stuff, but also you're just going to convert that stuff into more army immediately, just with the power of faith. It's surreal and brilliant. Nationalism. Wow, I got 500 gold and 200 culture from using a great writer. I like that. So nationalism is a lot of fun because now we can start making cores. I would say that is a cause for celebration. Come on, Mr. Encampment, let me in. Let me destroy you. Oh my god, look at all these attacks. Okay, next turn I think I can actually take that out. I can get a unit with a night kill. Yeah, night kill for military science would be a really easy boost for me. So what else do I want? I reckon bombards. That would be distinctly easier to attack Georgia with. Oh, just swoop in from nowhere. Okay, encampment is gone. Emily, what wonderful boosts will you give me? Well, first of all, military science, which was a boost I did not need because I was about to get. Astronomy, military science, civil engineering, which is boosted as well. Excellent. Here's Tbilisi, and you're kidding me. They have no Renaissance walls up. What? Oh my goodness. Rush troops through. We might be able to even skip past this. You never know. Especially now I've got bombards. Yes. Tbilisi takes some damage. It's not going to stop them building the walls, but if they haven't started building the walls, they now can't finish them because a city needs to have full walls to start the walls project in the first place. Now, if they had started already, it will be finished, but it's worth just running in like I just did there, just to nudge it, see if we can stop them in any way. As you can see, look, I'm coring a lot of my trebuchets now. This has led to a lovely situation where I can attack with a bunch of trebuchet core. I'm using the core mechanism to kind of pull them out of the way so I can cycle more units in, but I'm hoping, is this going to be the city taken, Batumi? It is. And again, look at all these great people points. Amazing. It just pays to have a very advanced and built up capital because all the buildings I put in it will effectively trigger every time I take a city. So you might as well just use all your gold in your capital. It reminds me a little bit of, does everyone else remember Civs I've Rome? So they used to have an ability where if a building was in Rome, anywhere else in your empire could build it cheaper. So you used to do this sort of weird thing where Rome itself, the capital, like all of your resources just poured into it. You wanted Rome to be the best city in the game, not just in your empire. And then that fed through to the rest of it. I would have liked to have seen that with Rome full stop. It would have been a very cool way of making Rome tick on this particular game, but I don't know, just a little mechanism I miss there. I also miss Austria. Now, it's a weird thing to say, but Austria and Civ 5 used to be so fun because if you took over a city-state, you could literally buy them. I think it was like a sort of diplomatic marriage, and you could just say, oh, hello, Mr. City-State, now you're mine. I mean, this was the day before loyalty, so things were simpler. You could just take a city on the other side of the map and not worry about keeping it. So, I mean, I'm not saying that mechanism was better. It was just different, but Ah, good times. Just like, hello Brussels, how are you? Now you're mine. Here's Mausoleum. I'm just about to pick up Da Vinci, and I thought it would be really, really good to have Mausoleum finished. Watch Tbilisi. Is it building walls? Look, it's always very difficult to tell. If I have a look at my medieval walls, you'll see there are no towers on them. Oh no, those are ancient walls. Hang on, where have I built medieval walls? Here. Yeah, no, there are towers on medieval walls. Yeah, I was trying to work out from a graphic whether or not they'd started the Renaissance wall, because the Renaissance wall has the really cool towers and the red brick top to it. I don't think they've started that, but we'll find out. Perkins D, would you just come and weaken the city for me? Thank you. It's very important work, all of this pillaging. Look at it's just every time they run into the territory, the yields, the notifications, they don't know what to do. It's all very confusing. As the cannons start to charge in, we'll try and use Perkins D, probably the star of this particular game, to take Tbilisi. And on turn 142, 620 AD, I cannot read, we have achieved the domination victory. Huzzah! That was a fantastic mod. I would hugely recommend that people have a go with that. Try it out if you can. As I say, all the descriptions are in Discord if you want to go and have a look. I've the terrible. Buildings constructed, quite a lot. Cities captured. Ignore the war crimes. No, focus instead on the fact that I founded more cities. Yes, I built more than I destroyed. I mean, clearly, look at my district's constructed line. Ignore the facts. Player culture. Yeah, if Russia had been focusing on that less and had gone for an army, then you never know what might have happened. Player faith. Excellent. Science was doing good. Score. Yes, we took over pretty quickly, didn't we? When was my first city capture? Turn 70. I think we'll probably can see that in the score, right? Yeah, just starts to go, hey. Religions founded and wonders constructed. Look, I built some. I promise. Sukritact's Oson Akan. A really, really nice synergized civ. Not the most powerful, not the most balanced in some ways. Like this ability that gives you gold and culture, very strong. The ability that gives you great people points probably could scale with the game a little bit better. That would be my only point of change, but I really like the unique unit. I really like the unique building. I didn't really show it off on camera very much, but I was producing more units with promotions with this, which was very, very fun. And having a 3 Magnus in your capital, that was very, very useful. Yeah, I could see this mod, instead of keeping your unique governor in it, putting Pingala in, making sure you've got lots and lots of districts, building the city as big and as tall as possible, and then waging war elsewhere. Loved the city-state mechanisms and strategies. Loved the ability to go to war. All in all, fantastic game. I had a lot of fun. I can't wait to have a look at another load of your mods, and I'm actually going to go right now and film the next series. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you could do me the favor of just liking the video if you enjoyed it and you want to see more of this sort of stuff, that massively helps with the algorithm. And of course, subscribe, because Lord Crustus is out there and we don't want him to win. Thank you so much, everybody. See you next time. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zersa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Sharky Bates, Charlie Bears, I Love You Tombo, Flying Dutch Burbs. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!